Afternoon. Just going to get started coloring today. That'll work. And let's see. A little after dinner, Pellegrino. Hopefully the coloring on this will go well. If not, don't know what's going to happen. Hello, Coffee Breath. Good to see you. Welcome. It's been a while. Got a face cam going on for everybody. Been meaning to do that for a while. Got to still fix up a few things, but I'm working on it. Been working on this cat piece. Going to put at least some base color and maybe a little blending on it today. Don't know if I quite will get to the final finish, the little tiny details that really pull everything together, but we'll see. Got to get some colors ready. I think I'm actually going to start excuse me, with a cool gray on the A of his mask, and maybe the feathers, that type of stuff. Well, I appreciate that. Looking for now that I can see far away and mid-range, I still need a pair of readers, not prescription, just over the counter, to do still do close-up work, which is kind of frustrating because I was hoping to avoid that by having my cataracts removed, but that's the one thing they can't guarantee, is that you're going to get your close-up vision completely back. So didn't happen to me. Gray Man, good afternoon. Welcome. I'll wait and see if anyone else pops in. Got a few notifications coming in. Okay. All right. So I bought a set of Prismacolor grays, almost every tone. So there's my 10%. I don't know if this will actually even show up on camera. It's just something that I'm going to use it to kind of start. Oh, I know what I need is a test piece of paper. That's what I forgot. Let me see if I can find one here real quick. This is where I got to take the glasses off. Everything goes blurry when I'm trying to see up close. Okay, might have something down here. That's a watercolor pad, but I think I'll give it a shot. It's white paper. Won't have to worry about it bleeding through because it's thick. Let's see. I know nothing about a show in Rochester, New York. Coffee. I have not heard of that. I know that before Corona, there was that Jersey SuperCon, which they kept changing the dates on that, and I think they're still doing that one-day show in November. I don't know if I'm still invited. I have yet to hear from the people, so I don't know. But I don't think that would be what you're talking about anyway. I just thought I would throw that out there. So might be the, can't remember, is it Belglades, New Jersey, or the something with bells in it, that area? Those of you up in that area might know it a little better than me. Can you hear that squeaky marker? I can. I don't know if it's coming through on the feed, but if it is, that's cool too. All right. Actually, that shows up pretty good. You'll be in September. Throw my name around. Okay. Well, if it doesn't interfere with anything I've got lined up, and you know we can work something out, then I've I've got some shows lined up, so we'll see. We'll see how it comes together. All right, that's kind of interesting, like a little mouse squeaking or something. I actually had a stream last night where I finished this inking, and that's why I'm calling this part three. And that was something I think I started streaming around 9, which is, most of you know, that's fairly unusual time for me to start a stream. I might be doing a stream and it goes into 9, which I used to do when I first started, some Friday nights maybe, or Saturdays, but it is the summertime, so my son doesn't have to be in bed too early like he does for school, and neither do I. So I was just kind of feeling like I wanted to finish this and decided I would stream it. So it was fun. Had a good time. Had a nice crowd in here last night. Now I'm trying to figure out how much more gray. Um, Probably gonna do some for the star. And this is a cool gray, so it's gonna cast like a blue, which is what I want. I don't want the warm gray, which is more on the brownish yellow end of the spectrum of grays. So I want to retain a coolish color on these white areas. I actually had my first convention. Um, Gosh, was it just, no? It wasn't Fourth of July weekend. It was the weekend before in Mississippi. My AVC convention family had me out, and I'll be doing 3 more for them. And we had a good time. It was a really strong crowd. I was very happy, and it gave me hope that conventions, that people will turn back out for them. Okay, I think I'm gonna sit on that for a while and think about it. So this is the new setup. For those of you who are just seeing it, and I can just real quickly, I can do like camera 1 is me. Hey everybody, it's your host John Beatty. Camera 2 goes down directly to the art. Then we got a couple little insets. This is me. Then we have this one where I don't know that I would actually use this. It's just a preset. And we also have this, which, hey, look, it kind of works, but nah. And then this one gives me a bigger, me, I'm like 2/3, and the cap drawing is 1/3. This one, is more like I'm 1/3 of a sliver, and cap is a bigger piece. But when I'm working, I think this works. I can also move myself around like this. Ron tends to think I should be down here in this corner. Let's see. People are hungry for cons after being... Yeah, that's true. I think so too. What does this say? Your message? Need help? What's that mean? Let me stretch my screen out here a little bit. Oh, write your message. Need help? No, I got no idea. Okay. So that's how I start, is kind of getting in. I'll probably go back into the whites of his eyes with a little light gray. I'm not sure I want to do it now. I think the next logical step is to get into this box of markers and pick out probably the lightest, palest blue I have, and just do like in watercolor, it would be called like a wash or a glaze or whatever, and kind of just establish all the blue and make this rim light. I don't really think I want it white. I think I want it to be a very pale blue. So let's see what I got here. The blues just happen to still be on top from my last use, which is good. Let's see. That's a little too... That might be too dark, I'm thinking. So I play it very safe when I first... That's too purple. Wow, that's too purple. Okay. This one might be too purple also. Yep, that's way... This band looks lighter. Well, it looks lighter to me in person than it actually did on camera. Let me see. I can't do that. That would be catastrophe. We don't need that. Maybe that first one. Maybe that little powder blue will be fine. I think that's going to be my lightest option. But I'm going to work into it quite a bit, so. All right. We will work with it. Hope everyone's had a good day so far. Actually, I may even do... I was going to say I might do a little bit of blue into the white of that. Let's see. I'm going to knock everything over here. Let me do this the right way. This is showing up on my monitor at least a lot brighter than on the paper. So maybe I don't want to go into here and add just the faintest hint of blue with that yet. I think the gray will just kind of work with it once I get more color down. All right. Eyes back in. So right now I'm just establishing, what's going to be blue. I'm thinking about leaving a white over here. So I think what I'm going to do is, even this rim light, if it's light blue, it'll be okay. I can keep that. I can keep that color. So I'm just gonna start putting this in. I was talking last night that I've kind of come to like the darker, uh, like movie blue on cap. And if I don't like this that I'm doing on the nose, I can always go in with some white later and make it white. But I'm gonna try it as a light blue first. Um, but I was talking that I kind of enjoy the darker blue. Um, it almost gets to a navy black, and I didn't like it at first, but it's kind of grown on me. And one of the reasons being is, um, I know that our flag, the actual like Pantone color, the PMS color, is very very dark, and so when you look at a real flag, you don't get this bright like cyan blue. You really get a dark navy blue. So this is going to work out good. Gonna work out good. Boy, I need to get some music going because the silence is not good for me, and I don't like to hear my voice all the time. Well, not all the time. So we just kind of start getting, yeah, I don't even, you know, a little blue into that doesn't matter because we are gonna eventually work some layers. That's fine. Let me figure out. Okay. I actually find sometimes when I'm using this chiseled point, I get a more desirable uh, marker line. I actually want this to kind of, and again, I'm not worrying about the areas that are going to be black. I'm just scrubbing over them. That's why I didn't fill in the blacks. I explained that last night. I like to do them last so that they stay black, and I'm afraid that they might pick up some of the marker and get very smudgy. So when I'm using these, I either try to do it in some broad strokes in one direction, or I do a little circular scrubbing in type thing. It tends to, at least to me, when it dries, it tends to flatten out the tone and even things up a bit. And if it doesn't, it it kind of looks nice anyway. That's just been my experience. Your mileage may vary. So you'll see me kind of work over an area, and that's because I'm just trying to work in some sort of a fashion of a like an area that's, oh, what do they call it? Like a pattern or something. It's a chunk. And the more of these layers I add to it, the more colorful and robust the final piece gets. As long as my marker holds ink, because this is the only set I got, and I don't feel like buying any more right now. I actually bought these Prismacolors because I used to use them before. They're a little bit cheaper than Copics. I mean, not a lot. They really aren't like, you know, that much less, but they're available more of the time than Copics. So that is kind of a plus for me. Availability versus, oh, I need this marker, or I want this marker set, and it's like you got to wait 3 months for them to be back in stock or something. It's kind of ridiculous. Good for Copic, bad for the creator that needs those colors to get something done. And when I do buy supplies, I normally try to buy as much as I think will hold me for a long time so that I don't run out. And during the whole COVID thing, which I know we're still in, so I don't want to discount it by thinking it's totally over, but now that things are loosening up, it seems that some of my pens that are just set around, my convention stuff, needs to be replaced because when it's not being used, it will dry up, especially after you've used it for a while. So I think when something is new in the box, it's got let's say, a longer shelf life, but once you've opened it up and used it, I think that starts the death of said supplies. Just a theory. Um, Theory of mine. Don't know if it holds any uh, weight in the factual field or not, but kind of sounds good, right? I guess. Okay. Streaming is better than cons. Well, it's got its pluses. Streaming does have its pluses, Charlie. But so do conventions. I mean, y'all can definitely get a better insight into artists working on streams than you can at their table, because a lot of people, including myself, will take some work back to our room because we have to get it done, and then there is no process you can see. All right. Do I want this much white or do I want some blue? I think I'm going to have to leave that um, for like another, so I get a little more done. And I'm using right now, what blue is this? Light cerulean blue. Okay. We'll try to remember that. See if anything is more time for insights too. Yes, indeed. Uh, um, Definitely. I mean, conventions have timelines when they're open, they're closed. Streaming, it's up to the person doing it, how much time they want to stay on. Um, well, yeah, but see, the thing is, I can't sign here. You can't hand me a book through the internet and get it signed. That's true. No travel. Uh, I got some traveling coming up, and it will be interesting. So I just got back from Mississippi. That was my first flight this year. And it was 2 short flights, so it wasn't bad at all. It was nothing that was stressful or too tiring. I mean, a little tiring. Interaction is good. Yes, you're right. I agree. I do like interacting with people, either online streaming or um, at shows. Now, having said that, there could come a day when you know uh, that changes. Hopefully not. All it takes is that one person to kind of sour a lot of people from a show. That's true, Gray Man. Yeah, sometimes you do get a longer interaction in a stream. You're right. Um, I'm just kind of letting this blue dry and thinking, like I said, I think I'm going to do an extreme white over on this side. So I think I'm leaving that alone, and I'm thinking about a base color for the flesh, which, yeah, I need to actually mix it up a little bit so that there's like some values underneath his skin that will indicate where a man has, like different tones of the face. And usually I do put that in at the beginning. So anything I color over um, will begin to saturate those colors, and even the marker, unlike watercolor so much. So the marker can reactivate it and give it a certain transparency, not 100%, but you can, if you go over it enough, get it to kind of reactivate and have some nice stuff. Okay, Coffee Breath. Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Charles, are you too young or you not interested in marriage right now? Because hey, in my 20s and 30s, I didn't want to be married. Um, didn't want kids.
Just coming in here to get something.
There's my son, Jacob. Jacob, you're on stream. That's Jacob.
So,
did you just come in to get a little FaceTime?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, you kind of need to shut the door, and unless we need it open for a reason.
All right.
So my son Jacob has a YouTube channel, and he doesn't do face reveals on his. And he usually plays Roblox or Minecraft. 1 plus 1. Okay.
2.
Well, we know that. Okay, so let me see what I can do. That's way too green for Cap. Sometimes there is some green in faces. Oh, that's kind of off screen, so you guys can't see it. I need to find a green gray, maybe. Let's see. Deco peach, that will work. I'm pretty sure. Let me check this one. No. Way too dark. Maybe this one. That's. I should put this here where you guys can see it. Sorry about that. Kind of looking at. Oh boy. Way too dark. I'm trying to find the right. I don't really want a cool gray here. Now I do want a warm gray. Let's see what this is. Might be a good highlight. That's a lemon. No, a light peach versus this one, which might be too pink. Well, they're going to get blended, so not too worried about that. This was the one. See, that's way too dark. I put that under Cap. He may as well have a beard.
Yes, beard.
See what color we have next. That kind of falls into the Caucasian flesh family. Deco pink. Well, I just had a deco pink. Ooh, no, that's not right either. Okay, so I got some yellows. I like to use yellow. This one is deco yellow. Okay, let's take a look. What do we get? A little too bright. I need something toned down a bit. That's better. There we go. Can work with that. Okay. And now I think we're back into some cool grays, which I have a whole selection here, but oh, French gray 20%. This is a warm gray. That's better for this one. And now do I have a 10%? Maybe even go a little bit lower. Warm gray. Okay, so warm gray is a little bit different than French gray. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, I think the warm gray will be better than the French gray. It's got a little more yellow in it. I'm not going to find the right green, but that's okay because I also go back over these usually in the flesh tones with some colored pencils and blend things also that way. So let's see. His gaming is going well.
I'm guessing one of them is just like watching a thing side by side.
Watching what, Jacob?
Like one of my things like
One of
side
your-
by side, like one screen on the left and then like another on the right, I guess.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. That's just my guess.
I don't think so, but that's okay. You're allowed to have your guess, sir.
Because I have done that. I've been like, I would play like a game on like the screen, which I usually do that now. And then I have like one side open with YouTube.
That's how Jacob multitasks. So basically what I'm doing now is, what do we establish this? It's a 20% warm gray. I'm putting in some shadows in the fleshy areas. And then when I go over it with the other markers, it will already have a little bit of a dulled down color, which is what I'm after. And a little shadow up here from the top of the cutout of his mask. And we're going to go, got to go inside his ear. Jacob's going to have to set up a Discord server for me. He knows he knows all about how to set it up to where I can do voice chats with multiple people and stuff like that. I don't know. So he's pretty pro at it, but he's been busy with his own groups that he can't do one for me. I don't know. I'm going to have to fire him from his job.
Nah, I can do one for you. It just comes. It will come soon, sir.
Okay, I appreciate that. All right.
It'll be a little surprise.
Well, but I told you I kind of need to instruct you what I need, you know?
Ah, you need like...
I need to tell you what I want and what I don't want.
You need mods. Well, I'm a mod and an administrator for you already, I guess.
Right.
But we are going to have to hire a few modders and administrators.
No, I don't have to hire those. I can get them. I got people like Ron and Craig that would be willing to help out.
Well, they would have to moderate your server for like a few hours. So like, if there's like a few trolls, which there won't be, of course, because like...
We'll clean those trolls out.
Trust me, I'm a pro at finding trolls.
Well, okay. I hope you are.
I may troll in Roblox games, but since I have that experience, I know how to find a troll in a...
So you trolled so you could learn to find trolls?
Basically, kind of, ish.
You kind of went undercover.
Basically, kind of ish.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like, I troll sometimes just for fun, and I troll sometimes just to catch trolls.
I hear you. I got you. I think I...
Oh, yes. Lips.
What are you doing, Jake?
Oh, I'm just sitting right here, looking at your drawing.
And looking at you. I'm going to put you on the big screen.
Yes. 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 Very nice lips. I think that's lips. Is it?
Yes.
Ah, yes. Now us kids these days call them big luscious lips. Luscious lips. I tell you, luscious. Here, let me read this job right here. Hello, guys.
Who is that?
Shannon
Mashburn. Hey, Shannon. How you doing, buddy?
And Charles Petrie.
Charles Petrie.
Yeah, Petrie.
Or Petrie.
Sounds like a comic strip waiting to happen.
Yeah. Okay. So what they say? You just
And All Gold Productions said.
AG, how you doing?
Yeah, All Gold Productions said, "Hey John, hey Jacob."
Hey.
Charles again said in midst of, I think. Charles said again his last name, I think. Petri, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Petri.
Petri, like
Petri
the dish.
And Mr. AG is in the house.
AG.
Jacob, do you know AG?
No.
He was my first subscriber.
Oh wow!
Yep. He stumbled across me on my first test stream and let it be known that he could hear me and see me okay. He's the OG of the OGs. OG.
OG. Old gangsta. Yeah.
Original. Right?
Yeah.
Alright, so laying in a little shadow work on the face.
Shadow.
Shadow work. Jacob, laying in a little shadow work. Let's take a look. OGAG, that's right. I like that. OGAG. I wish we could make a moniker for that so that when he came on, it would just be, hey, you could make a new name, AG. So when you come in my streams, it would be OGAG.
OGAG. Hey.
If you want.
G of the AO.
All right. Gotta think about this a little more than that's. I don't know if I'm ready for these bright fleshy tones yet. But I don't know if I'm ready for the yellow. Let me see what this one's doing. Boy, that's like fluorescent. I'm gonna have to tone that down with pencil or something. Actually, this one.
Roblox.
Okay, this one needs to go. This one, Deco Peach. No, it's way too fluorescent.
Deco Peach also rhymes with.
Light Peach is pretty much on point.
The Deku part also literally rhymes with an anime character's name, Deku, from My Hero Academia.
Okay.
That's like the real, like, popular anime right now.
Jacob and I have been watching Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Usually a couple episodes each night.
Yeah, just like two.
Before bedtime, so. It's the first anime I really watched. I heard it was good, and it's been interesting. I've enjoyed it. I think Jacob's been enjoying it.
I do not like those cliffhangers though. Every time we get a cliffhanger, I'm like, I do literally this to the bed. I'm like, no, because I don't like cliffhangers a lot. I'm like, every time I get a cliffhanger on a thing, I'm like, why?
Hey, it's Dr. Kaz. Hey, Dr. Kaz.
Hey, yo, Dr. Kaz, the doctor in the house.
How are you doing, sir?
Doctor has entered the chat. I wish you had this thing on, like, I wish YouTube added this, like, if you had, like, if, like, someone joined, it would just automatically say, like, you could just make a little message that says, so-and-so has entered the chat. Or, like, you could just have, like, a little, like, automatic message when someone enters.
Twitch has that.
It does?
Yeah, Twitch has a little thing. I think that it's a little stream bot thing, and it welcomes the new people to the chat. with
So
a
it's
little
like-
greeting.
So and so has like whatever you wanted to say, or like so and so.
You mean like reads out their comment or whatever,
No, it's like
or just
so
announces
and
it? They're on it?
so, and then like whatever you wanted to say. Like for an example, this is just an example account has entered the chat like that.
All right. Well, you should get busy on building that.
I don't know how to build YouTube bots.
Well, that's why I said you should get. Well, it doesn't have to be YouTube. Well, but it could be. It could be very worth your while. That I think people would like that because, like myself right now, I have to look up occasionally to see if anybody new has came in and said anything, right?
Mhm.
So it would be a handy thing if when someone came in and like an auto reading bot type thing, you know, where if they leave
I think you can like, oh yeah, they have like bots in like YouTube. There's this thing called Nightbot. I don't know what it does, but I think it's like a botted moderator.
on
So like
YouTube.
if you don't want anyone to moderate for like the trouble it could be for them, you can just like get someone in there that just like will moderate for you.
Well, sometimes I have Ron or Craig Zablo do that. You know, when they read the chat for me. Is that what you're talking about, Jacob?
It's kind of like that, but except like it's just like a Nightbot that will just like read the chat. Not read the chat, but like moderate your. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I don't know much about it, but I think it's only like a moderator.
Okay. Well,
I remember that one time we were doing like a Mr. Flim Flam stream, like where I was coloring in a Mr. Flim Flam or something, or you were making a Mr. Flim Flam thing.
I was doing it for you to color.
Yeah. And this person came in literally like, I forgot, but they were definitely trolling.
Right. I remember you called them out.
Yeah, because they were saying like swear words and stuff,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, there's a swearer. And Jacob no like swearers.
No. Notification bell. There you go. Kaz is on it.
If only poggers will subscribe. That is.
Okay, Dr. So-and-so has entered the chat. Ding!
Bam, bada, bam, 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 bam.
Sound effects by Jacob.
Yes. Just like they just hear me coloring in a logo in the background.
Jacob, when I went in, what did Granny come down and ask you?
Huh?
I heard Granny talking to you.
She just said like, oh yeah, here's the butter knife. The old butter knife you just put in her dresser.
Oh, she gave it to you?
Yeah, she finally did.
And did you say, well, what if I break it?
No, I just went, okay. She said I could keep it now.
She gave you like the Holy Grail?
Yes.
Wow. Well, how'd
She
you
barely
feel?
gives anyone anything.
Yeah, well, she might want it back, so just keep that in mind.
Oh no.
She might take it back.
I want this to spread my peanut butter. I'm gonna spread my peanut butter. After 5 million years of work, I finally made the Roblox logo.
Did you tip it the right way this time?
Yee, I hope so. Dun 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 dun.
Put it in here.
Oh, okay.
Put it here and it'll.
Dun dun
Yes, there you go.
dun dun dun
Okay.
dun 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 dun
Wait a minute. I need to. There we go. Okay.
dun dun dun.
We were out, Jacob and I, for a little bit this morning. We
Yeah.
stopped at Michael's and he got him a red and black new marker. So.
Mincles. Daddy, it's not Michael's, it's Mincles.
Look, AG said
Wow.
he just heard a chime and the doctor has entered the room.
Kevin Kaz just said notification bell.
That's right. That's what he's telling you. You need to make that notification bell.
You need to make a notification bell each time he starts posting? Go.
No. You need to automate it.
Oh.
That's what we're talking about here. Automation, right?
I don't know how to script.
But you learn how. That's what I'm trying to tell you, son.
I'm the entertainment in the background, just dancing.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, or I'll cut that camera off. You're getting carried away with yourself now.
Wow, that's some nice skin colors.
Well, it's a start. It's not the finish of them.
Yes, the start is what we
see how I kind of,
Oh, wait a second. That's what you were telling me about the marker mix thing.
Yes. It's like you kind of let them. It's not quite watercolors, but
yeah, I remember that time I saw you do that little Spider-Man with the little reflection. It was like how.
Yeah, because I did all the different colors of the costume. Like I did 5 layers of yellow and red and orange and
yellow, red, and orange. That was I saw that and I was like.
So actually, it's interesting. What I'm seeing on my monitor on stream is a lot more peachy. A lot more peachy. It's a lot more peachy keen. Is a lot more peachy, and what I have down is a more yellow base. I forget the name of the yellow that a lot of people use as a base. It's not the ochre. There's another yellow, but it escapes me at this moment. Excuse me while I have a drink. Yeah, it's with the gray undertones that I put in, the light gray, it tends to help, peachy is win, okay?
I forgot, what are you drinking, sir? Your sparkling water?
Pellegrino, would you like some?
Oh, Pellegrino.
Oh.
What?
Here I am.
Hey, the kidney lady in the house.
So now, let's see. I'm going to take a smallish area.
So, sir, you are thinking of starting the Twitch?
Yes.
Well, that sounds pog.
I was going to start the Twitch this week.
Oh, yes.
I mean, like at the beginning of the week, but that didn't get launched.
Yeah.
I still have work to do. Okay, so I got a little bit of gray, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of this peach color going on in this eye, and that's looking pretty good. So we'll continue with this mix.
That's fine, because I have my own water.
Your own water?
Yeah, my own water in here. You know, the water bottle.
Oh, yeah. Your drinking water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Made by a Coca-Cola can, somehow.
Well.
Oh, it still smells like Coca-Cola. Amazing.
Yeah, but you don't like soda, which is good.
Yeah. Me is anti-soda.
That's good, Jacob. That is
I like
very
cold
good.
water. Let me go get some cold water.
Quite the little character. He used to be shy, but that's okay. I like having him social. I like him being kind of outgoing. I see good things for him.
Alright, I am back from achieving my water.
Okay, good job.
This was made out of a Coca-Cola can. You can tell because the cap was red.
All right, so you see the difference in the flesh tone now. Versus what you thought was looking flesh is now looking more flesh.
I don't know how to draw hair. Oh, by the way, if anyone has tips on drawing hair for me, please tell me because I don't know how to draw hair.
Think of it as a big mass first, not individual strands of hair.
Oh yes.
A big shape.
Because I try to draw anime stuff and it's like, oh, there we go. It's like, oh, I don't like this kind of hair. Yeah.
Clear some notifications off the phone. All right, so this is where I get kind of scrubby again because I like the nose. I like the nose here, Jacob.
Oh yeah, that's looking good. It looks like the nose looks realistic.
Yeah.
Now I get how people draw skin color so like realistic and stuff, and how people get like realistic drawings.
Well, you can't just use like one shade and you know.
Oh yeah, Daddy.
Yes.
When are we going to Sarasota again?
Oh, we're not.
Oh wait, we're not.
No.
Where are we going?
I have no idea yet. We're dealing with a storm, kind of.
Yeah, I saw it on the news.
So, luckily we didn't make definitive plans one way or another. We kept trying to decide what was going to be the right move. And I wasn't paying attention. Well, I don't really care about the storms, but then it kind of moved in and got in the way.
Mm-hmm.
So
I also have my own Twitter.
Jacob is looking for followers on Twitter.
Yeah. I've been on it for probably how long do you think? A few months?
No, more than that.
Yeah, maybe like a year or something. And I haven't gotten to like a lot of followers yet. Oh, that's pretty sad though. I mean, like, if like, I don't know why, but it's like, oh.
Well, we'll put your Twitter name in the chat. Maybe you can pick up a few followers. Because you don't tweet that much, but that's fine.
No.
Because sometimes when people just spam tweet, kind of, people unfollow them, right?
Like Anime News Network just keeps going like this.
Well, but you know, that's okay. That's a news network. They're tweeting out all things anime. That's you know.
They're literally like this with my notifications. It's like, it's like boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
Notifications get to 100.
But the thing is, you know.
Because I was about to say I'm not trying to spam.
Well, you can turn their notifications off.
Oh yeah, I forgot that existed.
Yeah, you just got to go back in and what are they? I can't remember if it's a little bell icon.
I think it is. It could be.
Just turn it off. And then you can just always go to their Twitch account when you want to see, you know, what's going on in any given day.
Hooray, the kidney lady is in the house, sir.
Yes, I know. Okay, now this is going to dry different than how it looks, and actually how I'm seeing it. You don't see some of the little subtleties.
Wait a second, you're finished? I think.
Well, no, I gotta do the same thing to the blue. See, the blue actually looks darker on the feed than it does. You know, it's lighter on the original. The flesh tone actually looks pretty spot on.
It does, not gonna lie.
Yes, Jacob does have interest in drawing. He's drawing right now. So I don't force him to draw, as maybe some parents would if their kid, you know, Jacob draws when he wants to. So that's the best way, I think, is whenever he feels like drawing, he draws. Right, Jake?
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, he might be gaming.
Yeah.
He might be making a YouTube video.
But that's where we're thinking of getting me just like this little sign that says, "Hey there, I'm recording, buddy."
Well, his mom walked in the room yesterday when he was recording, and I told her, and she was quiet, but Jacob panicked. Let's see. Jacob's Twitter name is at. Oh, I guess I got to. Is what? You changed it again?
No, it's still Burger Crumb.
Okay, right. Okay.
I mean,
can you spell it? Oh wait, that's not right. Can you at Burger?
The Crumbs.
BURGER. Any spaces or anything?
No, just ACRUMD.
Okay, hold on. I messed up a little bit there. I hit the caps lock, I think. At B. No. Okay, let's try this. B. Okay, what's going on? Ah, that's wrong. Pay no attention to that. At B URGER ARC. How do you spell the rest, Jacob? ARC UMED. A crumbed. ARCUMED?
I think.
You think? Crumbed. You want to come look at it?
Yeah.
Is this correct down here? Burger a crumbed?
Yes.
Or I think it's AC.
No, it's that.
That's arc isn't it?
No.
Okay, so that's right.
Oh wait, yeah, it's supposed to be a crumbed with the CR.
Yeah, ACRUMED. There we are. Okay.
Would be weird.
So if you want to give the kid a follow, make him feel a little better about his low count, go ahead. Yeah, it would, Charles. That's why I don't do it.
What?
Force you or not really force you, but try to get you to draw more often. I
Yeah.
just whenever you feel. Sometimes when he feels like drawing, he will sit down and draw for hours. I mean, just nonstop and go through uh, just a ton of
Countless
paper.
pages.
Yeah, many pages of paper.
5,000.
He's not exaggerating much there.
5 million most.
He'll take a 100-page sketch pad and go through like almost the whole thing. Now, if I go back over some of this with the yellow, and this highlight, I'm gonna get a little yellow on it. Like I said, I can always go back in with a little white at the end. And brighten up anything to a white.
Yes, secret Instagram account. Oh, yes.
Secret Instagram.
That I don't have.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay. And then, like I said, normally on faces, I like to go in with a little bit of colored pencil, usually a tan or a little bit darker color, and add a little bit where I can control it more with the colored pencil than I can with a marker. And you get a nice, it picks up the texture of the paper, so you get a nice effect also just with the marker. So this initial blue that I put down is not even the blue that I'm going to stay with. See, I did get a little bleeding here. This is why I don't like to fill in everything. But this bleeding can be fixed when I go in with the pencil, because I'll be doing shading that will follow the form. So it will just, I will map out more of the shadows. I really like the nose area. I don't want to go more red on it, which some people would do because red tends to pool in the nose. Even the lips, I don't want to really, this is going to be a black shadow under here. So it's open for filling in of blacks. And, so this is what I would say is my first step in coloring, is getting this far. So I'm probably going to take it and say, let it settle, let myself think about it a little bit more. I do know that I think I need to chisel a little bit of this nose. There's always, could nitpick it to death. So even the top lip, if I wanted it darker, that's probably going to come in with a colored pencil. A little bit more shadow under the nose, colored pencil. I figure all that out. And even in the blue, well, I don't think I will in the blue. I'm going to try to figure out something to do with the markers to make the scales go into these black areas that I have. If you notice any place that didn't get a real good saturation of color, except for a few, these are going to be solid black areas. So that's the air conditioner that kicked on. I thought it was some rain coming outside, but oh yeah, no, he's kind of like I was. I didn't. My parents were supportive in what I wanted to do, so I'm the same way with Jacob. I'm behind whatever he, whatever path he wants to follow career-wise. I'm not going to distract him from it, because I feel that he's got a good head on his shoulders, and if he wants to do something bad enough, then why should I stop him? Well, it is. I get it. I get what you mean, Charles. The way the coloring is like a farmer's tan. Uh, but it all comes together in the end. You know, once the blacks are all filled in. I've done this long enough so that I have a good idea of what it looks like in my head with the blacks filled in. So sometimes you can't, you know, when you're beginning or something, you need to see that black area. But I've got a good enough idea of how this is going to look. And right now I'm satisfied. So you know what I say to that? Hey, if I'm satisfied right now, I'm on the right road. That's not saying that one bad turn can ruin it, but hopefully that won't happen. And
Wait a second. We're gonna end it.
yes, we're going to end.
Oh.
Adios, amigos.
We've been on about an hour and 12 minutes, so time for me to do some other stuff. Thank you, Gray Man.
It's the final amigos.
Thanks everybody for showing up.
Yep.
Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do.
Hey, I found thumbtacks.
Yeah, but you might want to put those colored pencils back in that drawer right now.
But they want to kind of.
Well, thank you, Shannon.
Looking great.
When I get it done and I post the scan, now I may do a little bit more coloring tonight. I'm gonna really let this dry. Is what I'm doing. I'm really letting the color soak into the paper.
Just like take a little like what is it called again? The hair dryer, and then just go.
With markers, that doesn't work so good. Markers got to really soak in and dry. But you know, you're not going to get anything like lifting up. But I do want it to get into the fiber of the paper and dry out. If I come back and color some tonight, it'll be more of the blue area, which
Not the dry in universe because it's.
in universe, because if he's always wearing a mask, the sun is going to make it like that. Gotcha.
Sun. The sun. The sun. The sun is. The sun is the sun.
Well, what he means is farmer tan is like, remember I told you when you were wearing your short sleeve shirts and you had your tan from the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, like.
Well, this white would be like, you know, a lighter color flesh, and this would be the tan flesh.
I look like I have
Thank you, Charles.
socks on.
Okay, Jacob, let me say goodbye, okay. and then you're not going to want to color anymore because you're off screen.
No.
Yeah, I know how you roll. Jacob likes to perform when there's no stream. Okay, well, you know, you do what you want. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by again. If you feel like giving this video a thumbs up, like, please do. I appreciate it. And like I said, I might be back later tonight. Depends on what happens. Got a lot going on, as you can tell. Got a lot going on there. Got a lot going on in there. Got a mega lot going on in here. So I appreciate you all. And thank you. And hey, see you soon. Say goodbye, Jacob.
Adios, amigos.
See ya. Bye now.
See you.